So what's up my little smegheads, I'm back again, and this time I had a very good reason for disappearing for about over 50 days. Well, what was it? I was actually no-life in uni up until about 2 weeks ago, and you might be thinking, why did you leave all your work to the last minute? Well, I did have a lot of work to do, to be fair. I had my dissertation in and a bunch of other projects within like the space of the same month, and I did leave a lot of it, not to the last minute, but to the last like 2 months really. So I had to work my butt off in the library every day, basically, from when I ever woke up, which I was waking up fairly late, so I'm on about like 3 in the afternoon, to about 10 at night, so it wasn't like awful, but it definitely wasn't fun, and it was probably the best way I could do it myself. I did pull a lot of all-nighters, reading newspapers. If you don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually doing history, and you might be thinking, reading newspapers, that's a little bit strange. I was doing about the press's response to McCarthyism within the state of Wisconsin, and then California as well. So I had to read every newspaper within that state within like a 3-month period, and you might be thinking, that's not that bad. Oh, you would be wrong like I was. I had to read so many newspapers, it was insane. And the amount of all-nighters I pulled, at the end of the day, I really didn't feel like I had enough energy to make a video. So that's where I've been. And I have free time now. Well, I say this, but I've actually got 2 exams in May, which I do need to revise for, like, in depth as well, because I don't want to mess up after all this, after no-lifing, like, getting my dissertation to a good level, or what I perceive to be a good level. I don't want to mess up, so I am going to put a lot of time into revision, but I still think that I can, you know, make a video at least once a week on the side, and get back into the rhythm of doing YouTube. So yeah, that's where I've been, in case you were wondering. Of course, no one actually cares about this, but I still thought it would be nice for me just to say, because it's better than me just coming back without a reason, and just coming back and going straight into a video. So what are we covering in this juicy little video then? Well, it's something quite disgusting, but personally I found really funny, which you might also think is very weird. I wouldn't blame you think I'm weird for thinking this is funny. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about people uploading themselves peeing onto YouTube.
Oh, I love that more than piss.
It was.
And yes, that is a thing, I'm not lying, this is a very in-depth community. We've got classic titles such as Fart While I Pee, and Pee While I Fart, and just Pee Fart. I think that's the best one. Pee Fart is by far my personal favourite. I can't really say anything, it's just really strange. And as you probably thought, it is just people recording themselves either peeing themselves, or peeing into a toilet, or peeing on each other. Yeah, there was 2 of those I found, only 2, but it was a guy peeing on another guy's foot, and I really didn't know how I felt about that, to be honest. It made me slightly uncomfortable, but it also made me a little bit interested in this whole thing, so I went a little bit deeper into the inner workings of someone's mind who would record themselves peeing on their friend. And the thing is, with these videos, sometimes you got a little treat of some slight ballsack, or if you're lucky, a little smidge of willy being caught in the crossfire of making the videos, which was just astonishing. The fact that these people still uploaded these videos either means they didn't notice, or they did notice and they just don't care, and it adds to the fetish of this type of video. Honestly, I thought it was hilarious. I just burst out laughing when I saw a little smidge of willy. I know it sounds really weird, but it's just really strange. Obviously, I censored to the best of my ability the things that I've previously discussed, and I haven't chose some of the more graphic videos, but I'll leave you a nice little phrase to type in if you do want to find them, because I'm not going to link it either, because that's just really weird. And from my knowledge, it isn't age restricted as well, so good on you if you're like under 18, you can enjoy these lovely pee videos. Which I find really weird, considering it's literally a fetish, which you can find on naughty websites. You know what I mean. And don't even ask how I know this. I am also ashamed of myself. I don't need other people joining that bandwagon. But yeah, for some strange reason, YouTube is allowing the facilitation of peeing videos on their platform. I haven't seen anyone else talk about this because I like keeping my content as refreshing and OG as possible. You like that pun, yeah? It's the name of my channel. It was a really bad pun, but I'm trying. Unlike this man who just ripped my video off word for word. But it's okay, I'm not mad. He got my point out there. It needed to get attention, and I'm glad YouTube's actually doing something about it now. Even if he did rip off my video, but I'm really not that fussed. But the only problem I have with him, he is a complete tool and just not a very nice guy. So, you know, point got out there, but you did get ripped off by a very nasty man. You know, swings and roundabouts and all that. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say on the matter. It's a really weird trend. Well, I say trend, but it's a little bit dishonest because these types of videos barely scrape any views. Some of them do get up to like 50,000 views, as I've shown in this video, and get a lot of likes, especially pee fart ones. People love peeing and farting at the same time. It's a very weird YouTube phenomenon. But that's all I really want to say on this video. There's not much I can add. It's just people peeing on stuff, peeing on themselves, and just peeing on each other. It's very weird, and it's quite underground. I hope it's underground. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below what type of peeing videos you watch, because we all know we all watch peeing videos. It's not just me. Please don't let it just be me. But yeah, if you didn't like the video, call me a nasty name in the comments down below, because I'm a masochist and I love that stuff. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you could, because that boosts my little internet ego. I'm getting close to 1k. It's quite funny, I've actually been growing a little bit. Not so much, but like 1 subscriber every couple of days, even though I haven't been making videos, which makes me feel good about myself. So if you could help me get to 1k by the end of the year, I will love you long time. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.